Starting. Live. Have you got me?
No. You must have created multiple events or something.
No, I've got 6. I'm showing 6 viewers.
Well, you're not in here.
What the hell? Hang on, is it still loading up? Is it still loading up? Hang on. Let's try this again. Not that one.
You must have set up 2 different events, Tony. I can't. That's the only way that you would be in another panel if you're in another event.
It's the one that's labelled Millionaire Rockstar Mentoring, and it's live. So I know there's some of you watching this right now, and I'm the world's worst IT guy. So just bear with me a second, and I will have this out for you in a second. Message DAREN. Okay, there's a bunch of people watching this, and I'm just waiting for the others to join. Oh, there's Mike. Mike's in. Mike's in. Who else is in? I am the world's biggest IT idiot for some reason.
Yourself. Tomorrow's event to everyone.
Oh, is that what I did?
Yeah.
Oh well, no, that was to book early for tomorrow. That's
right. That's what I'm for. I'm saying up for that one, the international one, not this Millionaire one.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Who else? Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastico. I've done my hair specially for you. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. Normally I keep them open, but I've had that many of these things going on. I've had that many of these things going on that it's just got crazy. Okay, Wendy. Darren, according to Darren, I'm hallucinating. Thanks, man. That means a lot. What's going on here? Right. So there's Darren. There's a bunch of people watching this. Vanessa's here. Mike's here. Last week I told you, Darren, and you contested me for who is the world's worst IT guy. Have I finally proven it to you now?
No, Jeff still has it. I watched 10 nights on a run with Jeff.
Jeff's out waxing his moustache, I feel.
Okay, so I guess we'll give the other people a couple minutes here to. Some people aren't, they don't know the panel for, to find the chat box. So, we can either just start now, or we can, wait a couple minutes to see if those other people can find it. But unless you want to, you could Facebook it to them. You know the people that were on there.
Yeah, that's true. I can do that. Oh, there we go. Brian's asking for it. There's one. There's two. Maybe it doesn't show up on certain things. Okay. Let's get this one done now. Shrina. S-H-R-E. E. There we go. Shrina. And Willie. Willie's not on. This hangout, I'm telling you now, these little hurdles in life are sent to see how good we really are. And I will forever regret making fun of Jeff and how he messes up hangouts. Right, who else we got here? I mean, it's not like you guys had anything else to do today. Don't. On. There we go. There we go. Vanessa, Clarissa, Melissa. It sounds like
Girl band, isn't it?
yeah. I'm feeling a tune coming on. Who else? Mike's on. Oh, Stefan. We need Stefan. Stefan. There's Stefan. Okay, and okay, how many have you got on there now? Because I'm just flying through the Facebook thing here.
There's 4. Or 3.
I sent a message to Willie's just sent a message on the old one saying he don't know how to switch. We sent Willie one.
Right. Okay. So let me just send Willie a message now. Yeah, I've sent Willie one, I think.
It's coming through Google Plus. I'll send it to him on here.
Yeah. You're watching an IT guy that two-finger types here. Mike, when we worked together, did you ever see me behind a computer?
No.
No. You know why? This is 15 years on. I still can't do it.
I've seen the Tony 2-step, now I've seen the Tony 2-type.
Two-finger. There's Willie. I think that's Clarissa. Clarissa is hiding behind an arty-looking tree, so I'm guessing that's Clarissa. We've got Vanessa. We have someone else here that's a man in blue. Can I see who that is? I'm not sure who that is. So
that's Stefan.
That's Stefan. Okay, cool.
Okay, guys, so let's roll.
Good. I'm good to go. So I definitely hold the title now of the IT idiot, undisputed heavyweight king of the world. Done.
I think you made two. I think you made two events, is what you did, Tony. You probably got so excited that you forgot that you made the event, made it another one.
Well, since I got into the Hangout thing a week ago, I try and do one every hour now. You know, I've got that's my new middle name. I've got the Hangout hook. Wendy's here. Wendy's here. Say hi, Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Do we have someone else here that's a man with wood?
Okay, so somebody has their YouTube link open, so if you can please just shut that down.
Okay, guys, so let's roll.
Somebody's got their YouTube link open. Can you please shut that down?
Let me make sure it's not me, because I was doing this last time and it turned out it was me.
Undisputed.
Hang on. Close that.
Okay, I'm just going to mute everybody out and get started here, guys. So that's what we're doing here. So. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes, and we are live right now on an international broadcast, broadcasting to all four corners of the world. Guys, first of all, what I want to do today is I want to, first of all, thank you for taking the time to come to this particular broadcast, this Millionaire Mentoring and Training session today. And, you know, they say that 90% of success truly is really just about showing up. And that really is true. Looking back at my career, I've been in business for over 25 years now. I was very fortunate that I had some amazing mentors. In my 20s, I was working with Anthony Robbins. In my 30s, I was working as vice president with Dr. Lee Poulos for almost 3 years, studying the power of the mind, the power of the subconscious mind, and our core beliefs about money. Now, here's what I will tell you guys, is that if you can really implement these strategies that I do to roll out anything, doesn't matter if I'm raising money, hiring a management team, doing joint venture contracts, doing sponsorship deals, it's all the same type of business model. And once you can get really comfortable with what is networking, first of all? How does it even work? And what I can tell you is that so much about business, so much about success, and I really discovered this when I started working with Dr. Dov Baron in the area of quantum physics. What you're thinking about, what you speak about and write about, and what you're emotionally connected to is broadcasting out, and that's really truly how your reality is created. Thought-directed emotion that generates feeling. That's called the secret. It works for everything that you want, and it works for everything that you don't want. So what I do in my Millionaire Mentoring and Training is I actually teach people how to master their mind. How do you master your thoughts, your words, what you're thinking about, what you're speaking about, and how is that emotionally connected to you to start to form all of these possibilities of what can potentially happen in that reality. Now, you know, this particular situation that we're talking about today, I typically look for what I call category creators. These are companies that they have no competition. They're in what I call a niche market, where you know you're hitting what's called the largest demographic or target possible for the potential buyers. It makes it very, very easy to make money when you're working in that type of situation. So the company that we're going to be talking about a little bit tonight is a company called Explosial. Now, what makes this particular company so unique and different? Why would I take a position on the advisory board of this company? What did I see that was different here that I never seen before in any other company? Well, the first thing, guys, that's very important is that with this particular program, whether or not you do any type of recruiting or not, let's say that you just got involved with our company and you didn't sponsor a single person, not one single person. Here's what I will tell you. Our program saves an average family of 4 people $9,200 per year. $9,200 per year. So right away, that's like all of a sudden you just got a pay raise, right, of $9,200. Now, what makes us so unique is that it's a lifetime program, right? So that means that the moment that you get involved with the program, not only this year are you going to save $9,200, but the next year you're going to save $9,200, and you're going to continue to save $9,200 a year for the rest of your life and for the rest of your kids' lives, right? Because it's willable and it's transferable. What I typically refer this program to so that people can really relate to it is that I consider it to be like Costco, but on steroids. Okay, now Costco has a massive amount of buying power. So when you go into Costco, you get phenomenal deals, right? You get phenomenal deals. Now, the difference with our particular program, because of our mass purchasing power, we have thousands upon thousands of retail outlets and name brand products and services that participate because they know that we're going to bring huge amounts of buyers, so they can offer discounts between 10 and 60% off those regular items, okay? So as an example, and especially, guys, if you have children, I will tell you this, because I've got a 15-year-old son myself, and I know what the stuff costs. You know, when your kids say they want a bike, they're the best salespeople in the world, let me tell you. If they want a bike, they will keep on after you until you finally get them a bike. Whatever it is, you know, whether it's Nike Air running shoes or whatever they want, kids are the best salespeople in the world, bar none, because they don't take no for an answer. So here's what I will tell you. Here's a couple examples. We get employee rates on all Panasonic products, okay? So if you've got Christmas coming up, if you've got birthdays coming up, to get employee discounted rates on all Panasonic products, this is a lifetime, keep in mind. We're talking about massive savings for you. Now, forget about recruiting here, guys. Let's just talk about money back in your jeans for life, right? We get employee discount pricing on all Hewlett-Packard products. We get employee discount pricing on all Office Depot products. So if you need office supplies, paper, you know, whatever you need at Office Depot, 15 to 30% off at Office Depot. If you're buying a new car, we get over $3,000 off of manufactured suggested retail pricing. If you're refinancing a home or you're getting a mortgage, we get over $3,000 discount on that financing. So we're talking about what I call a niche market. It's a category creator. There's no company in the world, guys. Not one. We have no competition. Not one single company that can compete with us. Okay, so keep in mind, there's thousands upon thousands of different retail outlets. I'm going to log into my back office to give you an idea of what's possible. But what I do as an entrepreneur, I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I start companies, I raise money, I hire management teams, I take companies public. So what I'm looking for is I want to make the most amount of money with the least amount of effort. Now, if you've ever looked at any type of direct sales or network marketing company, typically for most people, The milestone that they have is if they could just make $100,000 a year, just 100 grand, right? If they could just make that $100,000 a year. For most people, guys, just so you know, that would double and in some cases triple what they currently make at their job. Okay, 100 grand a year. Okay. So now most network marketing companies, to make that type of an income, you would need about 10,000 people to make a walk-away $100,000 a year income. And for the average person, I'm talking about Sally the next door neighbor, or the plumber or the electrician. For the average person, the secretary, the person that's just getting out of high school that wants to go into something they don't know yet, that's just not realistic. It's just not, guys. And I'm going to tell you that I've been in this industry long enough to tell you that people that can build an organization of 10,000 people, they are very, very few and far between. It's such a little tiny percentile of people that can ever hit that type of income. With Explosial, you need a team of 88 people. 88 people, guys, and you're making $100,000 a year. So that's what makes us so unique and different, because I can tell you this, I was able to do that in 30 days, okay, myself. Now, we've got multiple people in our organization that between 30 and 90 days, obviously you've got to take an action plan, right, to put a strategy in place. But we teach you how to roll out a marketing campaign if you've never even you don't know anything about marketing, right? You could say, well, Darren, I don't know anybody. Well, I just talked to people that hit the like button on my Facebook posts, and in 13 months I've made $160,000, right? Now, keep in mind, I have other companies, land-based companies, so this isn't something that this is the only thing that I do. So if I can do that as a case study, a marketing case study, to show people what's possible without leaving my kitchen table, without driving across town, without having to make all these sort of phone calls. I just talk to people that hit the like button on my Facebook page to prove a point. I wanted to prove a point. People say, well, I don't have enough money. Well, with a few $100s, I started the business. Right now, what's the excuse? Well, I don't have any contacts. Oh, okay, well, I just put some posts on Facebook and I talk to people that hit the like button, right? I don't have much time. I spent a few hours in the day and in evenings, and then I worked on the weekends, right? Because I wanted to show people, guys, I wanted to use this as a case study so I could show that just an average person with, I could have been a single mother at home sitting at my kitchen table, and I was able to make $160,000. Well, you only need 88 people on your team to make 100 grand, right? So it becomes very, very achievable for the average person to be able to achieve that. Now, here's what I will tell you. Once you start to see the savings that we offer, this is the very first company, guys, very first company, that if I know that somebody has a family, they've got 2 or 3 children, I feel like I'm doing them an injustice if they don't find out about this program. Truthfully, I feel like I'm doing that person, that family, an injustice if I do not get them to watch our company video, right? Because $9,200 a year for a lifetime, that's a university education after 10 years. Think about it. That's $92,000 that will save that family over a 10-year period of time. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to
Darren, I think you've just been muted. Do you want to unmute yourself? I don't know who's done it.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So, this particular package here, guys, now I want for you to first of all understand that we have, like, typically when you get involved with a business opportunity, the average entry price is $500. We're like way under that. So there's 3 levels of entry into our program. It's either $99 and then $49 a month for 23 months, and then you own it for a lifetime, or $199, that gives you our premier membership, and it's $129 per month. Or you can save $500 on the whole membership and pay $399 up front with $99 per month for 23 months. Now, watch this, guys, because we literally talk about buying power here. Okay, we get 50% off at the Men's Warehouse. If you've got kids and they want to go see all the new movies, we get 32% off of movie tickets. 25% off with Budget and Avis are both participants in our program. If you've got children and they want to get bikes, this is pretty much 2 for 1. We save 40% off on inline bikes, 15% off at Jiffy Lube, 28% off of Premier movie e-tickets, where you can just buy your tickets online, get a 28% discount, and take the whole family. And this is phenomenal if you've got sports teams or you're involved with a bridge group and you all want to get together and go for a movie. We save between 15 and 30%, guys, on over 75,000 hotels worldwide. Right? Now, keep in mind, this is for a lifetime of savings with this particular program. 40% off at Six Flags nationwide, 15 to 30% off of Office Depot. You know, if you've got children and they've got a birthday, we get 25% off the entire bill at Papa John's Pizza. So you might have 20 or 30 kids that are going to celebrate a birthday. Maybe you booked half the restaurant or even the full restaurant. I can tell you that when you take 25% tickets, where you can just buy your tickets online, get a 28% discount, and take the family, and this is phenomenal. If Can you guys just mute out your lines completely here, so I've got a clean line here? Tony, can you mute out your line here, because there's clicking and stuff going on in the background? Tony, you there?
I'm here. It looks like everyone's muted.
Okay, can you just mute yourself out there, because we're getting a lot of kickback and background noise.
Yeah, I was muted.
Okay, now one of the things about our grocery discount, guys, is that you can log on to this section and you can click on every single item that you want to purchase, and then just print it. It prints out in one sheet, and when you're at checkout, you just hand that page to the checkout stand, and people that, you know, maybe have a $90 grocery run are saving like $38 on $90. So now keep in mind, this is for a lifetime. Guys, we're still getting feedback here on the line. Can you please mute out your line right now? It's very difficult to talk here and keep a concentration when there's sound in the background. You know, if you need to get Firestone oil changes, tires, maintenance, repairs, there's 15% off of that. 15% off at Macy's. We actually get a free home alarm system in the event that you want to fully arm your home with the ADT alarm system. We get 10% a discount, guys, on sold-out concerts. So let's say that, you know, Mariah Carey or, you know, Bruce Springsteen's coming to town and it's completely sold out. You can still get tickets for those events and get a 10% discount. You can see here, if you're doing a home renovation, we get commercial pricing on all Sears home appliances. Okay, fridges, stoves, dishwashers, washer dryers, microwaves, fitness equipment, grills, electronics, straight across the board. Sears commercial rates on all of their products. We get employee rates on all Hewlett-Packard products. Now, guys, I really want you to think about this for a second, because let's forget about going out and making money for a second here, okay? Let's forget about that side. Let's just talk about Christmas is coming in a couple of months, right? And if you've got kids and they want to get a computer and it's $1,000, you've literally just made $300 in your business because you're an employee explosion member, right? You're getting employee discount pricing on all Hewlett-Packard products. So what I want you to really think about is how many Christmases are going to come up between now and the end of your life and your kids' lives. So if you've got kids right now that are 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, not only are you going to get the savings, but you can will it and transfer it over to your children, and that's what makes this so amazing. Guys, can you please mute out your lines? It's really, really hard to carry on a conversation here, to broadcast with chatter going on in the background. It's very difficult. Okay, so if you want to go to Knott's Berry Farm as an example, 40% off at Knott's Berry Farm. You know, Outback Steakhouse, Red Lobster, there's hundreds and hundreds of restaurant locations, you know, nationwide throughout North America that you can get access to through our program. Also, if you're a sports fan, once again, you know, if there's a sold-out event, you can get premium and sold-out seats to sporting events with a 10% discount in addition to that. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into our Premier membership, and this is where a lot of people sort of, they get stressed out, guys, because, you know, if you've got children and all of a sudden they need to get braces, that's a huge expense, right? I mean, it's about $5,500 per child to be able to get braces, as an example. So let's just take a look. Now we get up to 60% off of prescription drugs, right? If you take regular prescription drugs, we get up to 60% off. Huge discounts on medical imaging. But let's take a look right now here at the dental section, because, you know, at $5,500 per child, we save $2,200 per person, guys. Now, a lot of people would like to go to the dentist, but they don't. Why don't they? Because they can't afford it, right? So if you've got something that happens where all of a sudden you get an infection or you've got an abscessed tooth, and first thing that you've got to do is you've got to have a root canal, okay? And when you're in massive pain, guys, believe me, you're not thinking about anything about price. You just want to get that root canal done because it's excruciatingly painful. You're looking at almost $900. We get a $428 savings. Okay, it's 52% off. Now, after you get the root canal, now you got to get a crown on top of it, and if it's a high crown, you're looking at almost another $1,000. So all of a sudden, you know, you're going along, life is grand, and boom, abscessed tooth. And now you're looking at almost a $2,000 bill to be able to get a root canal and to be able to get a crown, right? So we're talking about 45% off on your crown, 52% off on the root canal, and a lot of people just don't go in to get the checkups and the cleanings and everything else because they just don't, they consider almost that like it's an extra, you know, bonus type of thing. Well, if we had the money, we'd go, but a lot of people just don't have the money, so they just start to neglect their teeth, right? Now, if you're a person that needs glasses, or you even want to go in for LASIK eye surgery, we have a huge discount program between 10 and 50% off of eyeglasses and 20 to 60% off of the medical eye exams, and if you want to go in for the LASIK eye surgery. Guys, that is a significant amount of savings just with these. These are larger ticket items, keep in mind, okay? Now, if you need holistic care, chiropractic care, there's an unlimited number of visits that are included in this program that you can, that includes things like acupuncture, massage therapy, nutritional counselors, reflexology, naturopath, yoga, all of these things that would normally cost a significant amount of money, huge discounts. If you need hearing aids, massive discounts as well off of the hearing aids. Now keep in mind, guys, this is for a lifetime. So you might say, well, I don't really need that right now, Darren. Well, guess what? there's going to be some point in time where you will, and also your children, right? So if you've got young kids, I can tell you that the amount that we're talking literally of hundreds of thousands of dollars, whether or not you even sponsor one single person into our program, you are hundreds of thousands of dollars richer just by being a member of Explosial, guys. Just by, and when you think about the Christmases and the birthdays that are coming up between now and the time that you're not here any longer, and my grandparents lived to be 92, right? So I'm 50. That's 42 more years, guys, of savings. Now let's take a look at our consumer area. We've got a doctor on call 24 hours a day. So you can call into a doctor. If you've got children and they've got a fever of 102 or whatever, you can give them the symptoms right there. Doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and they can actually prescribe antibiotics right over the phone. And you could be down to the pharmacy, get the antibiotics, and have your kid back into recovery right away without having to go into emergency, without having to wait for a doctor. You can call in to Call MD and be able to talk to a doctor 24/7. Guys, we get 60% off of diabetic supplies. If you want to get a fitness membership, there's tons of fitness locations that are participating. Discount on home medical equipment, Bright and White teeth whitening, $39 eyeglasses, the Six Flag amusement parks nationwide, hotel savings, movie tickets, car rentals. We save over $3,000 if you're getting a mortgage. There's a gift basket savings program, 24-hour roadside assistance, complete identity theft protection. I had a situation where I got notification that somebody was trying to use my credit card at Walmart back east, right, in Ontario. Huge savings on floral arrangements, magazine subscription savings. There's a full legal program here. How many times has somebody got a ticket and you know that there was 5 other cars that were speeding that were going faster than you, and you're the one that got pulled over and given some $200 fine? We've got access to be able to consult a lawyer to be able to get access to huge discounts on the tickets, whether it's a contract. A lot of people enter into contracts and they don't even know what they're signing, right? How would you like to be able to have a lawyer look over all of those documents? And some of the stuff is completely free based upon the fact that you've got the membership, and then there's huge savings in addition to that if you need additional work. And also auto maintenance. So these are some of the big savings that people, now keep in mind, guys, we're talking about a lifetime savings program here. Now I can tell you that when you start, like the best days that I've had so far are over $1,400 for a single day, for just one day. Okay, my best month so far in the time that I've done my test marketing is $5,000. My best week is $5,000. And my best month so far has already cleared $17,000, guys, in a single month. How the heck is that possible? It's possible because you hardly need any people, right? A team of 88 people pays you $100,000 a year with our program. So what I want to do here, guys, is I want to just reach out back into the panel here to maybe answer some of your questions. To find out what, do you have any questions, anything here that I can answer for you here while we've got you live? Okay, so Brian, let's start with you. Okay, let's go over to Mike.
I just wished I lived in the US because we don't get that many discounts over in the UK. Yeah, it really does look good. All of the savings benefits for people can get. Cool.
Well, keep in mind, I'm in Canada, Mike, and I'm one of the top income earners of the company. So it's really all about what's going on in here and what's coming out of here and what's coming out of here. right? That's how I became a millionaire, right? Is that there's a specific strategy behind the science of getting rich, and that's what I teach. That's what I teach my students that go through this, to realize, how are you creating your own reality? What are you speaking into the reality of whether or not it's going to move into momentum? What I believed was that within 30 days that I would be at a $10,000 monthly residual income. That's what I believed to be true when I started. I believed that within 30 days that I would be at a $10,000 monthly residual income. And it took me 40 days to get to 12,300, right? 1 year now, 160,000. So I got what I thought I was going to get. That's what I was proclaiming. That's what I spoke about every day. That was what my expectations were every single conversation that I had. Like, what family in North America would not want to save $9,200 a year for the rest of their life? So what I believe is that every single person that I talk to is going to join my business. So just in the time that I've been involved with Explosial, myself personally, not my team guys, just me, I recruited 295 people. How was that possible? How could I personally, with no paid marketing, no ads, no traffic, no solos, no anything, no classified ads, how could I sponsor almost 300 people with simple, casual conversations? But I already believe they're joining before I even have a conversation with them, right? I already believe that to be true. Let's go out to Nessa. Are you there? Okay, you've got your mute button
Yes,
on.
I'm here.
Okay, so Nessa, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Good, good. So Nessa, tell me a little bit about you. What brought you to the call today?
Well, really, Tony did.
Okay.
And I also had a question. I wanted to know how this is different from the company Wake Up Now.
Okay. I don't really know how Wake Up Now's program works as far as, you know, what discounts they have access to. Our particular program is not based upon what are called qualifiers. This is what I can tell you about Wake Up Now, is that you need 3 legs to be qualified with people, and those people have to be qualified with people, and you have to fill up a certain matrix before you can get a certain bonus. If that falls out of sync in any way, poof, your income's gone. You don't get paid, right? So that's one of the challenges that people run into, is that they don't realize that until they're 2, 3, maybe 4 months in, and what they thought that they were going to be making an income starts to fall apart a little bit. We don't have any qualifiers, right? The cool thing about Explosial's program is that 88 people is going to pay you $100,000 a kicker. 3 people from each person are going to be passed over to you like you went out and recruited them. So now you can take 88, divide that by 3, now you're down to 29. 29 divided by 3, now you're down to a little boardroom of 10 people, and that's your gateway to $100,000 a year. So it's a team effort. You're sharing 50-50% on every single person that you bring into the program for their launch, which is the most important time. So as leaders, it's our goal to get you into liftoff. Why? Because we're sharing 50-50 on your launch off, right? And after that, everybody that you bring in after that is all your own. But 3 of the people, right, 3 people, number 1, 3, and 6, are going to roll up, right? So if you've got 10 people, they're going to send you 30 pass-ups. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So just out of curiosity, Nessa, what is it that you do right now?
I work for Green Street, a home efficiency company, and I pretty much knock on doors.
Okay. So give me an idea. What kind of income would you need to be able to make so that you could just walk away from your job?
At least 5,000 a month.
Okay. So here's what I will tell you. Okay, so now keep in mind, um, 100,000 is $8,333. So here's my question to you: would you be okay with a pay raise?
Yes.
Okay, so can you visualize a boardroom filled with 10 people around a table?
Yes.
Okay, that's really how easy this program is. That's really how easy this program is, right? A little boardroom of people. You're going to now help that group get their launch, right? You're going to share 50-50. You're almost halfway there just with that, just so you know, right? This is why we're having people do this in between 30 and 90 days, right? So I'm talking people as young as 25 that are doing this within 30 to 90 days, right, is putting a team together that totals a group of 88 people, right? So it's very, very achievable for you. This particular broadcast, as an example, we've got a panel across here, but there's dozens of people on YouTube that are tuned into the broadcast as well, right? This is just one particular, one event. Right? Now, when you have a group of people that start putting out the links and promoting, can you see how fast it could take off? This is just one little event, right?
Yes.
This is one little event, right? So Nessa, let me ask you this. What did you like best so far about what you saw?
The amount of money you can make. You said you made 160,000 in 13 months.
Yes. Fantastic. And that's really, quite honestly, what appealed to me about this program is that not only is it a category creator, right? We don't have any competition. There's no other company out there that can offer $9,200 a year for a family of 4 for life, right? The other thing that makes us unique and different is that most companies have what's called an auto ship, and that auto ship goes like a never never plan. If people aren't making any money, they typically, after 90 days or whatever, will quit a regular company because their auto ship keeps on coming and, oh, I don't need this auto ship. But what if you're actually putting money back in your pocket? Like Calais Beeman, as an example, this month alone, on her Las Vegas trip, right, her car wash and her Office Depot to get some office supplies has already saved over $300. Is that any different than getting a $300 check?
No.
It's the same thing, right? So she got $300 from Explosial without recruiting one single person. Without recruiting one single person, she made $300 this month alone, right? Now, that becomes pretty exciting when that starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. What if she was buying a new car? She would have made $3,000 this month from Explosial. If she was getting a home finance, she would have made over $3,000 this month. Potentially, if she got a car and a home, she would have made $6,000 from Explosial this month without recruiting one single person. Can you see how that's a niche market in high demand?
Yes.
Okay. Is it Shrina? Can you unmute yourself there, Shrina? Oh, we still got you muted. Okay, let's go over to Willie. Willie, are you there?
I'm here.
Willie. So, Willie, tell me a little bit about you. What brought you here today?
Well, what brought me here was I reconnected with Tony after several years, and I told him about my situation. I am currently unemployed. I do receive disability, but I do not want to depend on that for the rest of my life. I wanted to get some kind of residual income going that I can do some more things myself and also help some other people.
Okay. So give me an idea. Talk to me a little bit about your vision. What kind of income are you looking to be able to generate?
I'd love to generate at least $5,000 a month.
Okay. You know, guys, I'm going to tell you that if you follow my Millionaire Mentoring training, okay, this is what I will tell you. Utilizing the formula that I teach, I've helped people go from completely homeless, guys. They were sleeping on a couch at a friend's house. They didn't even have a home, okay? And 5 months later, they were making as much as 20 grand in a month, okay? That's a homeless person that learns the science of getting rich, that learns the 5 steps to wealth creation. It's really easy, guys. When you really find out, I teach the formula that I've used to make almost $4 million in a single year. And you learn the exact same formula that I've implemented on everything that I've rolled out, every deal that I've ever done, every time I need to raise money, every time I'm hiring management teams, the exact blueprint that I personally have used, guys, right? And I've launched over 30 companies into the marketplace. Some of them are category creators. You learn those formulas on how to become a world-class marketer and how to connect with people. How to connect with people. Now, here's the interesting thing. Willie, let me ask you a question. When Tony reached out to say hello to you, do you feel that in any way that you were being pitched, or did you feel that it was a very heartfelt connection from him?
Oh, it was heartfelt. First of all, you know, Tony and I used to work together at Just Energy. And, you know, I've interacted with Tony on a business level, on a personal level. And, you know, I just know what kind of heart he has. I know that Tony's not going to come to me with an opportunity that he didn't believe in himself. I know that I could look at Tony and I could see some tangible results of what he's talking about. And that really will get a person's attention. I've talked to so many people and other things that were going on, but in them, you know, 5, 6 years after they try to pitch it to me, they're not doing any better. I can't say that about Tony because Tony's doing very well in what he's doing, and he's invited me to do the same thing.
Fantastic. Now here's the interesting thing, I'll tell you, because, and Tony can, I want to hear from Tony on this as well, because here's the interesting thing, is that when we do these Millionaire Mentoring and Training Hangouts, there's something very amazing that takes place called energy transference. And it starts to affect all the things that go on in your reality, right? Now, Tony started to implement some of the strategies that I've been teaching him just in this last 45 days or so. And miraculously, he got a call from a friend who, you know, wanted some help moving a few boxes around. The guy was a designer, a clothing manufacturer. Tony ended up getting $2,000 worth of designer clothes given to him for free. Given to him for free. Why is that? Because he's in the resonance of success. He's broadcasting the radio frequency that we talk about in our Millionaire Mentoring training, and all these great, amazing things start showing up, right? Tony, maybe you can share a little bit about that.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, there's a shameless plug, clothing behind and the new shirt. So, you know, those are the black T-shirts I had. We're getting a bit played out. Here's what I know, and I'm just looking along here, the panel. There's a couple of things I want to bring up. We spoke about a boardroom of 10, and I think it's something to do with bandwidth. I know Wendy's has gone down with the weather, but there was 10 people on this. So we're speaking about a boardroom of 10. There's 10 people on this, and every single person on here reached out to me. So why is that? What we project unintentionally, it's not projecting something for projecting its sake. What we project unintentionally, and you guys all know, most of my life is an open book on Facebook. It's transparent. So what we project, it reflects and we get it back. So where we're at right now, all of a sudden, I went through and I've worked with Clarissa, I've worked with Willie, I've not worked with Stefan. Stefan connected with me through his brother in Singapore. Shrina, I've only just met, but we had a wonderful, wonderful Skype call. Shrina saw, you were talking before about these videos. Shrina saw one of the videos, one of the Hangout videos, and I woke up to a message one day, and we were on Skype, and I literally felt like I could have spent all day chatting with her. Vanessa, we've spoke constantly. We kind of lost a bit of contact before, but Vanessa also worked with one of the guys I trained. Mike and I have worked together. Brian, we speak all the time now, and all it is, my business is all through Facebook. I never ever chase business down. So why is that? What happens? People look at my Facebook, and some of you are going to start smiling here. People look at my Facebook, send me an inbox saying, what is it you do? I can't figure it out. What's this thing that's going on? I can't figure it out. And what I don't do is leap down someone's throat. I try and find out where you're at, what you're wanting, and I get people that are in a great place, and we stay friends, and that's it. We just stay connected. So, and I took this lesson from yourself, Darren. We've been speaking on and off for 2 years, and I connected through you initially from the person we spoke about initially, which is Dov, who, again, I met because we're on the same level, and all I did, even in the previous business, I was having my people in a previous business follow Darren's posts. And that's one way of doing it. So mine comes through Facebook, but it doesn't matter. It still comes through day-to-day life. So the guy I got the clothes from, the clothing designer, he's a friend of mine. I've known the guy 2 months maybe. But he sees my Facebook, and he sees life, and he just says, you know, and he's a real high-end clothing designer, you know, $500 shirts. He said, if I give you some shirts, will you wear them? I went, yeah, of course I wear them. I love your clothing. You know, I went to a fashion show, and I'm thinking he's going to give me a shirt. All of a sudden, he gives me like $2,000 worth of stuff. He's gone to Vegas. He just got back today, funnily enough. He said, I'll show you some more stuff out when I get back. I said, okay. And then he went, you know, when you take a picture or you do anything, you got my clothing on. If you're prepared to keep doing that, I'm prepared to just keep giving you as much clothes as you need forever. I went, oh, okay. So I go into restaurants and bars and all kinds of things. I never get charged in most places, and I don't do anything. I don't do it for a thing. Everyone I connect with, I put on my Facebook. That doesn't suit everyone. However, I'm doing that by default. So some of you guys all over the place have children. So you've got the school groups or the school run, or Mike, I know you do a lot with the football in the UK. And Stefan and Brian, you've got maybe work colleagues or communities where you live. I'm in the center of Manhattan. There's no community here. It's a very transient place. I don't even plan to go out with anyone. It just happens. So it's great for connecting, but there's no community to work with. So I have to build my community through social media. So what I project out there reflects back and comes in. So every single one of you on here came through social media. However, when I go face-to-face to the restaurant down the block, the Mexican thing, and when I talk to people face-to-face, and I make sure I get them on the Facebook, they want to talk to me. Clarissa drove down the other day and talked to me. People want to talk to you if you're projecting this vibrational energy. And there's no real hard way I can put it into words, but when you feel good, imagine just doing something right now that makes you feel good. It creates the endorphins in your brain, and all of a sudden your energy levels just go. So, you know, I'm kind of renowned for getting into laughing fits on these things, and all of a sudden everyone's laughing. So what we project comes back to us, and it's not intentional projection. It's, you know, life is great. I just, you know, by default, I followed Darren's because, you know, another friend of mine said, and I was following and watching and watching and watching and watching and going, wow, you know, this guy's got something here. And all of a sudden one day, I just picked up the phone, and we used to chat maybe once every 2 months. He'd call me. Never once, ever to this day did Darren ever pitch me. I had to go to him and just say, you know, I'm kind of curious. I'm in a place right now. I need to move on from it. What's this deal you've got? You know, a few $100s and over $100,000 a year. What is this deal? And he sent me a video. I watched the video. I called back. Said, okay, what do I do? Just click the get started. And, 2 months ago, it was more of a complicated process to actually just get started. Now it's a one-button thing. And we did that. And then the next thing is I had to unlearn everything I knew, because the projection I've always given off was, and you know, Willie, you've worked with me, Clarissa, you've worked with me. I was always just go there, do the pitch, sign the deal, get out of there. Well, that's great. You might get a customer, but you'll lose a connection or you'll lose a friend if the deal's not right. So I've had to do a
Sorry to bother you, Tony.
Say again?
Hi, sorry to bother you.
That's the one. And it's a total different thing. But what's happened as a result of that is people have seen a shift in me, face to face, and you know, in my particular situation, what I project in life, I also project through social media, because you know, you guys are all on it. I don't know how many posts a day go up there, but I'm just having fun out there. So whatever I'm giving off is coming back, and you know, it works. It just works in terms of there's no effort involved. I'm not on the phone all day calling people. What are we up to now? 37 messages since this thing started. So this is what happens. When we project the right feel out there, unintentionally, we project the feel because we feel that way, it comes back to us the same way. If I project and feel where I'm, you know, mad at the world, and I see some of this stuff now that's going on in the world, and people literally can't wait to latch onto it. I'm thinking people are watching the news so they can go and spread some whatever, and then it's different energy level, and straight away I'm just repelled by it. Someone tries, you know, constantly people every day are pitching me on things, and I'm just repelled by it. I don't want to know, and I tell them I'm not interested. I don't care what it is, I'm not interested. Your whole approach is wrong. I'm not interested. I don't feel that connection. So when I feel that connection with people, I keep that connection going, and I will, you know, any single one of you. Everyone has my phone number. Anyone can call me at any time, and it's just that connection that when I gel with someone, and it's, you know, sometimes in your life you meet people and it just never works. You don't know what it is. It's a gut feeling. It's your intuition. Your vibrational energy is at different levels. It's all over. And sometimes you meet people in your life and just boom. And there's a few of you on this call right now that just boom.
And you know, that's a really good point, Tony. And you know, guys, what I want for you to really understand about why this particular marketing plan is so powerful is that it's of the benefit of the leadership, right? Like Tony as an example, this is a broadcast for Tony. It's Tony's benefit to help you get into momentum because you're sharing. It's a 50-50 partnership, guys. So of course we want to get you into liftoff. Now here's what I will tell you that's unique here. If you're on our Premier Fast Start program, which is $3.99 down, guys, you make $250 commissions, and if you bring in 6 people within 21 days, the company will give you a $250 Fast Start bonus. So you're going to make $750 plus $250. You made $1,000 within 21 days just by getting your first little group of 6 people. Now, here's the interesting thing. The company also has matching Fast Start bonuses. So that means that if you were to go get your 6, right, 3 go up, now you're working with your 3. If you help those 3 people within 21 days get their 6 people, guys, you just made $3,000. $3,000 in matching bonuses with those 3 people. That is significant. Honestly, I don't know any other company that pays this type of income. It's phenomenal. Now, it gets even better. Because those people that are going to be passed up to you, the pass-ups go to infinity. That means there's no 5 levels or 10 levels like normal multi-level. This isn't multi-level, guys. It goes to infinity. So that means that those, 3 people, they're going to send 9 pass-ups. The 9 pass-ups are going to send 27 pass-ups. The 27 pass-ups are going to send 81 pass-ups. The 81 pass-ups are going to send 243 pass-ups. So you could have that go down 1,000 levels down and still be making income from helping your team. And that's the power of this particular business, guys. There's nothing like it. This is called a category creator. There's no other company where if you don't recruit a single person, that you're going to get a $9,200 raise, number one. There's no other company like us. Okay? So you can make money without even recruiting. Without even recruiting. So if, as an example, you've got a son or daughter and they've got a birthday coming up and you're going to get them a computer that was normally $1,000 and it's now only going to cost you $700 because of Explosial, you made $300 this month, guys. You made $300. You didn't recruit anybody, but you put $300 into your jeans. So something very unique and special here about our company that is unprecedented in this marketplace. So we've got Zakaya. Is it Zakaya? Did I say that right? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So tell me, what did you like best about what you saw today?
Well, Tony told me a little bit about it the other day when I met up with him, so I had a pretty good idea of what it was. I looked it up online too and could read whatever it showed me. It wasn't in as much detail as what you just said, but it definitely does sound interesting. Right now I'm actually starting a art business. I'm doing like wall murals and things like that, but I need something else that's going to help me supplement until my name itself is known enough so that I can really have my business. But Tony does know that one of my ultimate goals is to have a horse stable and to train horses. So something like this would definitely get me there a lot faster than painting on people's walls.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because, like painting murals and stuff, it's, how often are you going to get that big deal where someone wants to spend $30,000 for you to paint on their wall? It doesn't come every day. I do have a lady coming up right now who's a significant amount, but, that's not consistent enough for me, so I need something more consistent. Tony did teach me to knock on doors and be fearless at the door, so I definitely have a lot of drive from the things that he taught me. I definitely know the pickup line of, "Hi, sorry to bother you," but I can't do it in his British accent, so I didn't get into everybody's door like him.
So let me ask you a question, okay? And maybe you guys can share with me here. I'm putting Tony on the spot a little bit, okay, right now. I'm putting Tony on the spot a little bit, okay? But you guys have obviously a relationship with Tony, right? Have you seen any shifts in Tony in the last, say, 30 days or so? Have you seen any type of, like positivity come out of him? Does he seem more positive of a person in his communication? Yes? Yeah? Heads nodding? Okay. Guys, here's what I will tell you that is very unique about Millionaire Mentoring, is that this happens for everybody, guys, just so you know. Dodie Johnson went through 60 days in training, and she got a $212,000 raise at her corporate job. She went from $100,000 to $312,000, so a $212,000 increase, okay? And her local chamber of commerce called her with an incoming call, okay, asking her if she would be a keynote speaker at a local chamber of commerce event on personal development because they were following her news feed and she was following my formula. She gets paid as much as $5,200 for a single hour, and she's never been a public speaker. Now, I want you to think about this. Now, keep in mind, Explosional is going to be more money, of course, right? But I want you to think about this, about how other areas of a person's life start to be affected with their communication abilities, with their relationships with their parents and their children and their friends and their coworkers, and how these type of miraculous things start showing up. Why? Because, guys, here's what I will tell you. Success is a radio broadcast frequency. Success is a radio broadcast frequency. And once you understand how you can tune in to the broadcast, you can literally start to attract wealth like that. Literally at lightning speed. No kidding. Okay? So guys, thanks a lot for joining us on this exclusive and private VIP presentation. Any closing comments at all, Tony?
Yeah, listen guys, thanks so much. We got there in the end with the few little blips in the beginning. On this, we've got Stefan, we've got Mike, who are already both working with us. So Mike's we did Mike's launch event the other day. Stefan, we're on for tomorrow, and the rest of you guys, you know, I speak with you. Give me a call straight afterwards. By the way, if you all call me at the same time, that may be a slight issue, and I return all my calls. However, you know, we're all in situations of our lives. And we look for people, or I look for people specifically that are in transition, whereas, you know, I'm not naming names, but I can definitely see 3 people on the panel that are at that point. You know who you are. Or at breaking point, and there's people on the panel that are at that point, or just want to move on and want to feel more about their life. So here's the situation I've got now. I'm getting busier and busier helping other people. So what I'm not doing is really putting it out there, and it's to the point now where I'm literally turning people back because they don't fit what I'm looking for. The feel's not there. There's something slightly off, you know. And I've got people. Some of them are public. You can see it on there saying, "Well, if you want to get into business with someone, I want to go," and literally they're not for me. So here's what happens. We're at a place now, we're going, this looks good, and I know, or I feel, that little niggling thing in the back of your mind saying, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. And I understand that. I've never done anything like this before. You know what? I hadn't. And I did it wrong for the first 2 years with another company. And even so, I was in the top of that company. I was still doing it wrong. So we've got guys on this team. In the first 2 weeks, did 10 times more working with us than in the other business in 16 months. It's that quick. Once we understand that this business is just purely about connecting, I don't think I can sell. You know, my challenge is I had to stop doing that. So you've all been on this. I've never attempted to pitch, sell, anything. All I do is connect with people. Just connect. And to be honest, guys, you guys are probably rooted in your communities. I'm not. I've been traveling my whole life, and I'm still, I'm getting itchy feet now. At the end of the year, I'm off again. So whenever I get to a new place, I know how to connect. I've gone from 0 connections in my phone to 5,000 in just over 2 years. So I know how to connect. So there's certain things where I know Stefan and I know Mike, you've both done this. The memory jogger where. And specifically, Stefan said, I don't think I know that many people. And then a day later, I said, how many is on your memory jogger list? He went, 105 or something like that. Same with you, Mike. So once we know that, and the memory jogger literally is how many people will be at your funeral? A couple of hundred? Okay, that's the average. So we know enough people. And of that, what we do next, and I work very closely with you, and Darren works very closely with you on the exact way of connecting. Just purely connecting and finding out where people are at in their lives. And everyone in this panel is at a certain point in their life, but there's one stream here across the board. Everyone's looking for change. Everyone's looking for change for various reasons. If we look at the world now, or the civilized world, if someone has a job, a corporate type job, they're all uncertain. You know, technology, everything's moving so fast. So unless we have a plan B today, and the job's gone tomorrow, we're okay. If we don't have one, if we don't put something in place, and the job goes, all of a sudden everyone's job's gone, and everyone's fighting for what's left, the scraps. So this is a reality. 8 out of 10 people are in a shaky situation in the corporate world. They downsize, they get someone younger, cheaper, faster, quicker, more up to date, especially in the technology field. The other thing is the world economy, which I am, you know, kind of blinkered from here in Manhattan, but the world economy, the feedback I get is, again, it's shaky. There's uncertainty. So there's uncertainty in the job market, uncertainty in the financial market, in the economy. So for me, this was an absolute, you know, this was, for me, was a no-brainer. I just thought, this is just the right place at the right time. I did a video the other day on staying ahead of the curve. And, you know, people ask me, why do you keep changing businesses? Well, because the world keeps changing, and if you're doing the same thing now as you were doing 10 years ago, I'm sorry, you're out of date. It changes, you know. I work with Mike, and I worked we were the very first people in deregulated energy in the UK. I wouldn't go near that business now. We were ahead of the curve. Same with, you know, a few of you guys mentioned Just Energy. When we started the energy businesses, you know, I went from, you know, in deregulation, I went from $20 a week, not zero, $20 a week, might as well be zero, to $28,739 a week in 8 weeks. $28,739 per week. That was my 8th week. Why? I saw a niche. I saw a market, and it was exactly the same as it is today. Exactly the same. The economy back then was rocky. People's jobs, people were getting laid off. So what that meant to me is, again, I was in a savings program business. It was long distance at the time. When the economy's tight, people watch the pennies. Perfect for the business. When the jobs are shaky, all of a sudden, everyone's looking for an alternative, for a plan B. And I had people coming through to me, and Mike, you're one of them, and Will, you're one of them, and Clarissa, you're one of them, that just said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I can do this. So what do? We become coachable. We say, okay, and I've done this, do this all the time. I'm in your hands. Show me how it's done. So that's where we're absolutely at now. That's exactly where we're at now. So I'm going to throw back to you, but I want to thank all you guys, and also everyone. There's a lot of people watching this as well live, because I think what's happening here, why people keep dropping out, is it bandwidth or something like that? I know there's a few IT gurus on there, but something like that. Yeah, and if it isn't, it sounds good.
Cool, guys. Well, listen, I just want to, you know, first of all, thank you for taking the time to join us on this exclusive and private VIP presentation. We are happy to answer any additional questions that you may have. Tony and I are both very easy leaders to get a hold of. And, you know, I can tell you that in my 25 years of being in these type of products and services, this is the first time, guys, the first time that I've ever launched a company and in 40 days made $12,300. It's never happened before. That's called opportunity, guys. I've never had a first year in any company in 25 years like I have with Explosial. So get back to Tony. We're happy to answer any questions. You've got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes, and I look forward to meeting you in person one day, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. Bye for now.
Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it.